Okay,
Call the town board meeting at the Town of Lisbon Town Hall on Monday, January 9th, 2023 at 6:34 PM. Roll call, please.
Chairman Osterman.
Here.
Supervisor Plotecker.
Here.
Supervisor Moonen.
Here.
Supervisor Beal.
Here.
We've got Supervisor Quinn on Zoom.
Here.
Administrator Nicholas,
Here.
Attorney Macy,
Here.
and DPW Director Joe DiStefano in the audience, and Clerk Capazzo Catch to record the minutes.
Stand for the pledge of allegiance and moment of silence, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of
America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So to participate.
Thank you. Right, item 3 is comments from citizens present. We have one citizen on Zoom. Anything you want to talk about, Randy? All right,
No, I'm good. Sorry.
all right, so make sure you're.
Thank you.
All right, item 4 then is consent agenda. Items listed under the consent agenda are considered in one motion unless a town board member requests that an item be removed. We have approval of the December 19th, 2022 regular town board minutes, and then the pay request number 1 from Butai and Peterson for LBPE road intersection improvements for $135,050.58. Ask that the minutes be removed at this time until the next meeting, so we don't have B. Is there a motion then on item B?
Item 8.
Hmm? B, asking that item A just be removed at this time,
Oh.
for the next meeting.
I propose we remove B.
You want to remove B?
Or if it just said remove it.
No, remove A, to
Remove
not
it.
do A.
Okay,
We want to pay B time,
okay.
yes, I do.
Yes.
I'll second. All right. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item 5, accounts payable, authorizing the December 2022 payment of the Falls Auto Parts bill in the amount of $169.65.
I'll make a motion to approve $169.65.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Then by Becky, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Item B, authorizing the December 2022 payment of the remaining bills in the amount of $235,060.39.
Our camera just went out.
So our five top expenses were for $135,050.58 that we've been Peterson construction, $18,688.79 for Premier building inspection, $16,565 for $14,367 for Casper truck equipment and $11,000. As for your approval.
I make a motion to approve. I'll second it.
Becky, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item C then is authorizing the January 2023 payment of the bills in the amount of $39,485.49.
We have our top five expenses, $12,359.35 for Compass Materials America, $5,532 Civic Systems, $4,500 for Coral Sobriety, $4,400 for Humane Animal Welfare Society, and $2,670.94 for EH Wolf Sons. Ask for your approval.
Questions or comments, or is there a motion?
I make a motion, we approve the January 2023 payment in the amount of $39,485.49.
A second,
Second.
by Mark. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item 6, announcements and correspondence. We have the Parks Committee meeting on Monday, the 16th at 6:30 PM at the Richard Young Fire Station. And then will there be a meeting on the 23rd?
Town board meeting, yes.
It'll be a town board meeting still on the 23rd.
Yeah.
So a town board meeting on the 23rd at 6:30 PM at the town hall.
How about a sewer meeting?
We'll have to talk about that in the workshop.
Okay.
Any other announcements or correspondence? All right, item 7, administrator report.
Right, so I attended what was to be expected to be the last sanitary district meeting. We worked on the charter ordinance, met with the department heads and did a year-end review and then went and what went well and what we could do in the future, as well as set some goals for 23. Met with Mitch and Don from Kunkel to discuss 22 concerns and how they can be addressed in 2023. Bids for the water extension on BV is to complete the loop with Sussex has gone out to bid. Opening is this Wednesday. We'll see it on our next town board meeting on the 23rd. We have bids ready to go out in the next week or so for Lakeside bike path, mason work on the fire station and DPW building, paving and the salt shed. Craftfield bid will be done by Joe this year, and he'll use template from Kunkel. Once he puts together a list in spring. I'll be working in January on the bid for the basketball court and salary and compensation study. These should be all our bids for this year, I expect. And they're all gonna be out first quarter instead of third quarter, like last year. Jason Meyer from Waukesha, would like, some of the property for road frontage on Town Line Road in front of Pizza Ranch. And they are gonna work with Pizza Ranch on that. Then, I wanted you to note that on the agenda, we took off the economic conditions item from the agenda. We haven't had anything to report on lately, but if you'd like it back on, we'll put it on the January 23rd agenda. Quick Trip and Pizza Ranch site plan of operations passed at the last plan commission meeting and are expected to start in spring or June of next year. That's my report.
I just have a question. You said you met with Mitch and Don from Kunkel.
Yeah.
Did you find a lot of concerns for 22?
Well, my main concern was the fact that our bids just went out so late, and I was on them quite a bit to get them done, and then they ended up having to be out twice, and we weren't getting, a good bid because we were so late in the game. So we wanted to make sure we straighten it out. So this year our bids are going out in January, so then we can get more people to respond and possibly get a better
Exactly.
cost.
Did they charge us for the second setting up?
No, and I had them review again, to make sure that we talked about that.
So they seemed very cooperative and they
Yes.
knew they made a mistake.
Yes,
Did he say why?
I just said that they were overwhelmed. But we still are their priority. They're their bigger clients.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions? Thank you, Kathy. Item 8 is supervisor reports.
Nothing really to report. We had our last meeting last month. And I thank the fellows for being on the board and Dennis, of course, is willing to answer some questions if we need some help down the road. So, one very good.
Thank you. Anyone else?
No, nothing here, Joe.
All right, thank you. Item 9, plan commission referrals. Discussion necessary action to approve ordinance 2023-01, adopting proposed update to the town of Lisbon comprehensive plan to remove INRA designation for parcel LSPT 0244.999.001 located at West 220 North 5859 Town Line Road.
So on this parcel, it was reviewed by the DNR and the county and found that the wetland was man-made, not natural, so this takes it off the map for this parcel. It was passed by Plan Commission unanimously. Yes, for your
Questions or comments? Is there a motion on this?
I'll make a motion, we approve ordinance 2023-01.
Is there a second?
My second.
All right, second by Linda. Any final discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries by a vote. And item 10, new business. A, discussion and necessary action regarding possible parks purchase of the debris mower.
All right, we budgeted $12,000 in capital for 2023 on this unit. Mike reached out to a few vendors. Grinders is a Toro dealer, and I did look into other options to get a Toro price. And unfortunately, Grinders is really the only dealer from Illinois to Green Bay to Madison. So there's no other Grinders or no other Toro commercial dealer to get a price from for that unit. Obviously Home Depot and whatnot, so more of an entry level Toro, but not in the commercial line. So then this Revels does a Buffalo brand, which is different but similar, and they just were a little bit pricier. And then the Horse Distributing did not have a DOT unit, so that means we wouldn't be able to pull it behind a truck. It doesn't have lighting on it and whatnot. You'd actually have to put it on a trailer to take it to a different park to utilize it this way. With this, the DOT options, we can just pull it behind one of the trucks right to any park in the town and use it. It is a high pressure blower pull behind. There's a photo you can kind of see in the Reinders quote. And it's remote control for that snout, and it's used for a 2-inch coupler on it, plug into the trailer wiring of the truck, and then fall cleanup on the trails, blowing leaves, snow on the ice rink, snow on the paths. Obviously, if it's 10 inches of wet snow, then it's not going to be able to do it. But the typical light snow, this will be able to blow that off. It'll come in handy in a lot more places. Plus, heaven forbid any kind of crazy storm damage, but it does happen. And if we got trees on the road and we clean up the heavy stuff, you could go behind with this in 2 seconds and zip both lanes would be cleared off and opened up way quicker than a broom or a blower or vacuum, on a backpack blower. So pretty neat thing. Like I said, the budget was 12,000. The Reinders price is 11,400 with the remote control. So we could get it ordered right away and get this one going. Any questions? Let me know.
Questions from the board? Thank you, Linda.
No, you're satisfied with this one?
Yeah, this is I was telling Kathy, Town of Merton actually has this exact model, and they've let us, go see it, check it out while they're using it, and it's awesome. They love it, and it does a great job.
And it's a commercial grade.
Mhm. Correct.
I'm fine with that.
Mark? Becky?
Nothing.
Paula?
I'm good with it, thanks.
Wish to make a motion.
I make the motion we authorize Joe to order the Reinders. Purchase of a debris blower from Reinders at a cost of not to exceed $11,442.88.
Second?
I'll second.
Second.
Oh,
We'll do that.
okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries
Thank
by
you.
a vote. Thanks. Item B, discussion necessary action regarding amendments to Quick Trips purchase agreement.
All right, in front of you is the document that we received. The reason the amendment is necessary is because we didn't meet our deadlines, our dates. So we didn't get Weeds Lane done in February of next year, and we're not gonna make that deadline. And they didn't get through Plan Commission before December. So those two things will be amended in this document, as well as they would like to close before we finish the work on Leeds Lane. And with doing that, they'd like to set aside the amount that's 150% of what's left to pay the contractor to do Leeds Lane, and just hold that in escrow. The only thing they would lose by doing that is the interest on that amount of money, but we would get interest on the other portion of the 750,000. Instead of pushing them back to a clean sale. And which is when we're expecting the road to be done. So I'm asking for your approval.
Question? Any from the board?
When will this be signed then?
This amendment. Tonight.
Okay. Oh, so you're referring to this as a.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit different. Okay.
Becky, Paula,
Nope.
And Attorney Macy reviewed it, obviously.
He did. So
Just saw it in the packet.
it's a very straightforward agreement.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the amendment as presented.
is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed?
So we will not need to go into closed session.
It's 5-0. All right, so closed session is not required. So then we'll move to item 13, which is adjournment.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
By Linda, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Becky. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? We're out at 6:52. We're not done. We have a workshop.
Yeah.
Paula, you want to join the other one?
Yes, let me just make sure I have. Town of Lisbon. So go back to the other one, Elisa.
Yes, please.
Okay, yep, I'm going right now.